Hey there guys, welcome to another episode of Mike's DVDs and Blu-rays collection. I'm your host Mike. Thanks for coming back, guys. Today I want to talk about a movie I rewatched it again. I've seen this many times, but man, this movie never fails to just kick total ass. This is a tour de force by the actor William Devane, which I first discovered him on the TV show from the 80s called Knots Landing. My mom watched it every week on Thursdays, I remember, and I knew him from there because he was kind of a semi-bad guy or something, but hadn't really seen him in a lot of stuff. He's been in some cool movies, but man, this movie is just, he just does a real tour de force in this movie. The movie I'm talking about is, and this is a Shout Factory release, Rolling Thunder. Rolling Thunder. William Devane. It's got a younger Tommy Lee Jones in this. It came out in 1977. Let me read a little bit about this. When Major Charles Rain, played by William Devane, returns home to San Antonio, Texas. He's given a hero's welcome. He and his friend John Volden, played by Tommy Lee Jones, had endured 8 years of physical and mental torture in a POW camp. This is after Vietnam. The adjustment to his old life isn't going to be easy. His wife Janet has fallen in love with another man, and his son doesn't remember him because he was only like maybe 2 or 3 years old when he went off to war when he was born. The publicity he receives as a returning hero and the cash he's been awarded has attracted the attention of a group of hoodlums. And when the group kills Rain's wife and son in front of him and leaves him for dead, and shoots him also and leaves him for dead, him and Volden team up to hunt down the killers, the guys. It's directed by John Flynn, who made the really good movie from 72, 73 called The Outfit that had Robert Duvall and, gosh, what's his name? It's on the tip of my tongue. I'll think about it, but you know what I'm talking about, The Outfit. What's really cool also, this is written by Paul Schrader. This is a year after he did the script for Taxi Driver, which was a big deal for him and the careers of Martin Scorsese and everybody. But this, great script. And Haywood Gold, actually, and he worked with Paul Schrader on, based on his story and everything, and this is one of Quentin Tarantino's favorite movies. That's what I think he named when he started releasing some movies in like the late 90s, and then later they came out on VHS, DVD, and all that. The Rolling Thunder Review or Rolling Thunder Pictures or something. That's what he took it from. But man, overall, really good movie. Cast, William Devane, Tommy Lee Jones, Linda Haynes is really good as the hometown girl that kind of has a crush on him, while he was away, and she wore like his bracelet, which was something of his that they cooked the town cooked up little things to kind of keep the guy's his memory alive as a POW. So they were doing different things. Very, very patriotic town. I mean, they had one group of people give him like it's like $2,200 or something in silver dollars, and it's in a nice case and everything. And it's on TV. Everybody's showing it. It's like a big deal. They got the school marching band. It's a big thing. It's televised, so these hoodlums see it. And the leader of the hoodlums is James Best, who you will remember as Roscoe P. Coltrane, and better yet, he was in the Randolph Scott Bud Bodeker movie. I think Ride Lonesome. In the beginning, he plays what's his name? Well, the younger James Best, but anyways, his voice is unmistakable if anybody knows the Dukes of Hazzard and everything. But yeah, led by him, and man, he is one SOB in this movie, and he's got a gang of like 5 or 6 other guys, and they're all just really tough hombres. I mean, big old dudes, just, you know. And the thing is, all during the POW incarceration and stuff, he was tortured every day. And there's a point in the movie where he says, you know, the way I learned to survive was to accept the punishment, you know, not exactly like it, but you don't break, you know, while they're doing it. So he could sit there and just be beat for hours, and he would just take it. And eventually, I mean, it has to do something to the mind after a while, because you're purely trying to survive, you know, and, you know, you start losing all emotion, you know, and you start losing your soul to a certain degree. But I think what kept him alive was just being mentally stronger than the torture that he took. And, you know, he thought of his family and his wife and everything to get home and everything. And him and a buddy that's played by Tommy Lee Jones, they were kind of, I guess they helped each other through it the whole time. You know, he helped Tommy Lee Jones, which, you know, he was a younger guy, and he was seen as a, you know, a father figure, you know, he was higher rank, and so they really helped each other to survive. And then now they're both coming home and everything, and they really have a home that just isn't there. William Devane comes in, and he comes home, and you slowly learn that, you know, his kid doesn't know him, but he respects his dad and everything, but he really doesn't know him. And there's a family friend who's one of the local sheriff deputies or something, who's actually kind of has become the surrogate father to his son, you know, and the wife falls in love with him, and they're planning their own little family and everything. And then, you know, he comes back home and kind of messes it up for everyone, really. And but it doesn't seem to faze him. He's just like, don't mess with my son, you know. He could care less about his wife, I guess, at that point. But it was like his son's like, don't mess with him, you know, take care of him, And but man, it's a powerful movie. It really is. I mean, it's just a strong performances by William Devane and Tommy Lee Jones, and it's awesome. They just don't. I don't know why this movie stands out amongst a lot of other movies. It could be a forgettable movie in a way, but it has. I don't think it's been really shown that much. It's not really been out there, you know, on TV and everything like that. Even with the cast and, you know, everything. You know, Paul Schrader's script really drives it home, and it's just it's like part revenge, part guys on a mission, part road movie, part, you know, Vietnam vet returning home, POW movie. It's a lot of stuff rolled up in one, but done very well. And the girl that wore the bracelet was her name Linda Haynes. She basically forms like a crush on the guy, you know. And at one point, you know, he's like, why are you interested in me and stuff? And she has this short little story about, you know, how rock stars have groupies. Well, I'm your groupie. I'm one of your groupies, you know. And she really does care about this guy. She falls in love with him after actually meeting him. She tries to help him as much as possible. But it's kind of a doomed relationship. He's kind of on a doomed path. You know, he's going to get back, you know, at these guys. You know, the main thing wasn't so much that his $2,200 in silver dollars were stolen. It was that his wife and son was murdered right in front of him, and they shot him 2 or 3 times. And how he survived that is, crazy. And there's actually a scene. I guess I'll just go ahead and it's not a spoiler so much, but they even stick his hand down into a garbage disposal and chew up his hand, and he just kind of doesn't even drop a tear or flinch, almost, where he's like, ugh. But after that, he's basically lost the use of his, right hand and everything, and he slowly learns how to, load a gun one-handed, how to do this one-handed, and it just shows that those survival skills that he did during being in the prison camp, day by day, one piece at a time, each day to get through, he did those things, and there was a part where he would take little pieces of thread and stuff, and over time he made an American flag somehow, and it got sent home, and his son had it and everything, and it just shows that little detail of not having anything, while you're in the pits of hell, basically. And it's just a great movie. I mean, it's got some interviews with William Devane and Tommy Lee Jones. It's got Paul Schrader and Haywood Gould interviews, theatrical trailer and TV spots. But this is a really good release, Shout Factory, and it looks really good. It's kind of got the grain going and stuff. It makes you really look like you're watching. It's not super clear. I just really love this release, and I come back to it from time to time, and it's really great. It really good, and I can see why Quentin Tarantino likes this movie. It kind of ticks all the boxes in his department. So there you go, guys. So check this movie out. This is a high rate for Mike's DVDs and Blu-rays collection. I would say 5 stars, guys. 5 stars for this movie. So I do recommend this Shout Factory Blu-ray. I'm not sure any other releases. I'm sure it's on DVD and stuff, but I would definitely check this out. Find this movie and check it out. So it's really good. So Rolling Thunder, one of my movies I love to rewatch. Just a great balls to the wall movie, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. I really don't. So there you go. So check it out, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this episode, and give me some comments, guys. Let me know if you've seen the movie, what you think, and if you agree with me. Until next time, guys, I'm Mike. Watch good movies, and I'll see you later.